The final day of the January transfer window is on, and guess what? The biggest move for Man United has been completed. It's not the signing of Patrick Dogu. Maybe you'll consider it so, but for me, it's the departure of Marcus Rashford, who has been such a top earner that United were struggling with PSR and could barely make key decisions on bringing in players. But as it is now, Aston Villa are set to pay more than 70% of his current wages, which for me is a very good thing for Man United. Now, I'm here to give you some of the deadline day deals that you might need to watch out for, including one for a player from Aston Villa, with whom I should say United are currently in bed holding talks, not just for Rashford who left, but also for a player United were interested in 2016 in Leon Bailey. Welcome, like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into this deadline day talk. Now, Leon Bailey is one of the players that Man United is expected to try and go for before the close of the window today. Already, United made contact and inquiries about him because Ruben Amorim wants a winger to play behind Amad Diallo. You see where Anthony was playing, you can call him a replacement for Anthony Dos Santos. Now, Amorim is in search for a player to play behind Amad in the right wing back because Diogo Dalot and Nusal Mazraoui are not the profile he wants. I've said it before that Amorim wants a left-footed player in that position, but one who knows how to dribble and beat bodies with the ball, who can invert themselves into the middle, who can go forward with the ball and twist and turn and dribble around bodies and add pace to that wing. Now, Leon Bailey is a perfect player, a perfect fit for Amorim in his view. And if you imagine, the way Bailey plays, first of all, he's an energetic player. He's a hard worker. That's one. And Man United have wanted him, by the way, even way before Ruben Amorim ever thought he would be coaching at Man United. In 2016, before he ended up he went to it was at Genk, then Bayer Leverkusen, then Aston Villa. Before he went to Aston Villa, Man United wanted him. He joined Aston Villa, should be in 2021, but way before that, United were interested in him. But it's Aston Villa who signed him for about £25 million in 2021. So he's a player United has monitored, but I think Amorim looked through the players that United once had in their plans and thought Bailey is the one who can affordably join United, but also come in and try to solve a problem that he has. Remember, the ultimate solution to that right wing back position is Giovanni Quenda from Sporting, who we are told United seem to have even agreed the deal to bring him in the summer. But before the summer, Ruben Amorim would want to get someone who can come and hold the seat, a seat feeder, you would call him so, for at least the remainder of this season, but also the fact that Quenda is a kid, is a teenager. I mean, unexperienced Leon Bailey, 27, would be a proper player for him to perhaps learn a few things from, especially about the Premier League, because Bailey has got a lot of experience in the Premier League. He doesn't score a lot of goals. I think this season he has scored one and assisted twice in the Premier League for Aston Villa, but I think for Amorim it's not just about you scoring goals. If you're the wing back, if you have Ahmad ahead of you, just do stuff for Ahmad, do the dirty work for Ahmad, and pass him the ball. He will do either the scoring or the assisting. So you think it's a decent fit. Honestly, I wouldn't call it perfect, but it's a decent fit for Ruben Amorim to have Leon Bailey. That's why that deal is possible. The fee, he's priced at about 38 million euros. I'm sure it can go down to as low as 30 million euros. So this is money you feel United can be able to afford, even with the PSR issues they have. So watch out for the Leon Bailey move and whether it could happen. So the talks have been held. These are separate talks, by the way, away from Marcus Rashford. Now, away from Leon Bailey, the other player Man United have low-key been linked with is Christopher Nkunku. Now, I'm going to tell you the situation with Nkunku, but for Man United to go for Nkunku, it will depend most probably on how it ends with Matthew Steele. Currently, United are still trapped in conversations with Bayern over Matthew Steele. United are not giving up. The player wants United. Bayern were excited by the fact that there is a club in Tottenham who are still waiting. They were offering 60 million euros for him, which is proper money for Bayern Munich. They are excited about the money. The player turns them down. Now Bayern are saying they want a deal that will see him either go on a permanent or a loan with an obligation to buy. So they are saying they don't want to lose out on the money, because if there is someone who is giving you money in your asset, why go for someone who is telling you stories of loan with an option of buying and stuff? So Bayern are holding their own, because they feel if he wants to leave, he has got to be for a fee, and it should come in now. Remember, Bayern did not really want to let go of Mathis Tel. No one would want to let go of a 19-year-old kid with the potential of Mathis Tel. That's why you see big clubs lining up for him, because he's such a high potential kid. So Bayern, it's against their will that they're letting him go. So it's difficult for them to easily accept a deal that does not see them get the cash they want for the player. So that's a bit of what's going on the back and forth. Now, in the event that United fail to convince Bayern Munich to release the player to join the club he wants to play for, Man United might go back to Chelsea and try to hold conversations for Christopher Nkunku. But the complication with Christopher Nkunku is the fact that the player himself doesn't want a loan move. He wants a permanent move away. Now, Chelsea rate him at about 60 or 70 million pounds, which is insane if you ask me. But that's Chelsea. That's how they overprice their players. Now, certainly, if that's the fee, United can't afford it. United can only propose a loan move, or probably Chelsea might want to fake United into a swap deal involving Alejandro Garnacho, who they are also interested in. So today, even as we are ending the transfer window, it's not done with Alejandro Garnacho. Chelsea are still lurking around and hoping something could happen. So there's a certain complexity around these players that we need to have sorted. But the beauty is today is the deadline, and definitely I will be here to give you, of course, all these updates about these players and what could happen with them. I do have a hope in me that Mathis Tel to United could happen. I low-key feel it could happen. And I also feel that Leon Bailey could happen, because look, Anthony left, Marcus Rashford has gone. Rashford has got to be replaced, and perhaps that's the Mathis Tel signing that we are trying to push for. Then Anthony has got to be replaced. I don't think Dogu is a replacement for Anthony. I look at him more of Dogu is coming in more as perhaps a replacement for Tyrell Maletzia, whose loan deal is being figured out. They're trying to find a solution for him to go out on loan. So there is a slot there to replace Anthony, and that's where Leon Bailey for me could come in. So I strongly feel Leon Bailey to United could as well happen. I strongly feel it could happen. He's not your star player. He hasn't started all. He hasn't been a major out and out figure in Unai Emery's team. But you look at his profile and how he plays, and you're thinking it makes sense for Man United and Amorim and what he's trying to do. Also considering the fact that he's sort of a relatively cheap option, and the experience he has got in the Premier League as well comes in handy. So let's wait and see how today goes. But that's where we are when it comes to incomings and a bit of departures. Again, you might wonder what is going on with Casemiro. Well, guys, for Casemiro, we can only wait and see what could happen in the next hours, but it is looking increasingly likely that Casemiro's departure could come in the summer. My name is Webb. This is the United of Sport. Like, share, and subscribe as we follow the deadline and what Man United is about to do. Cheers.